Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
About 60 miles south of Arnold Field in Sonoma, the Stompers on the road for the second consecutive day. The hunt for 500 back on. The Stompers at 8-9 on the season face the Menlo Park Legends at 5-10. The sixth meeting between the two clubs this season. Welcome to Baylands Park in Palo Alto. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin on today's edition of the Sonoma Stompers pregame show. And Nate, before we jump into today's clash, we have to talk about yesterday. Sonoma, in my opinion, played probably the cleanest 6 innings of baseball all year. They led 2-0 heading to the bottom of the 6th. The Crawdads tied it, and then a 6th spot in the 7th turned that game on its head.
Yeah, and you really only have yourselves to blame for that loss. Some defensive errors in that 7th inning that kick-started the 6th-run rally. If those errors don't happen, like, how different is the game? We'll never know. It's a sour loss. It made the bus ride, tough back to Sonoma, but another long bus ride today to, pent up those emotions, get ready to go, to be fired up to take on these Legends, a side that's gotten you the best of you a lot of the times this season that you feel like you can beat. So it should be a good one today.
Stompers aim to get back to a 9-9 record with today's win, but first Nate Martin takes you through the highlights of a disappointing last afternoon in Walnut Creek.
The Stompers opened the week on the road against the Crawdads and got off to a nice start thanks to someone who knows Walnut Creek pretty well.
Vassell hits this one hard to deep right center field. Bryden Bull has a look at the wall. She's gone. Tino Vassell breaks the deadlock in the 3rd. A 2-run shot out to right center. Stompers jump out in front 2-0.
That's a team-leading 3rd home run of the year for the Pleasant Hills native. and his USF teammate Jake Andreas was doing pretty well on the mound too.
This is a ground ball to first. Nice play by Angel Garcia. He waves off Andreas, takes it to the bag himself. There's 2 away. Jake Andreas, a ground ball machine here on a Wednesday afternoon. I haven't seen anything like this in the CCL. 7 of 8 hitters have hit a ground ball.
Momentum for Stompers pitching continued with a new arm for Sonoma. St. Mary's righty Finn Chapman made his debut yesterday and looked good.
Nothing in 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Welcome to Sonoma, Finn Chapman. First batter faces a strikeout swinging.
But things would quickly turn sour for Sonoma starting in the 6th.
Harwell fires the 1-0. Hit the other way over the outstretched glove of Vassell and into left towards foul territory. Coming home is Ramos. He will score. Polasek gets into second standing. It's a 1-out double that cuts the deficit in half for Walnut Creek. 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
The Dads would tie it on a wild pitch and make things go from bad to worse in the 7th, thanks to some Stomps defensive errors and bad pitching.
Harwell delivers its bounce to Ayala at shortstop. The long throw across the diamond is high. Garcia's swipe tag won't be made. E6 on Bryson Ayala. Winchell not running. Bull hits a weak ground ball back up the middle. Ayala fields in front of second, throws to first. He threw this one away as well. Off the glove of Garcia, kicks behind the bag. That one also ruled an E6. He faces the leadoff man, Woodson, who lines it down the right field line, going all the way into the corner. The 2 runs will score easily. Woodson's going to hold up at second with a double. 2 RBI for TJ Woodson, number 7 and 8 on the season. And that will close the book on Wesley Harwell, who went 1+ innings, allowed 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned.
Sonoma would lose 8-2 in a game that pushed them back below 500.
Stompers can't get it done last night. 8-9 the record against Menlo Park. 5-10, and it's a Legend team playing a lot better than they have to their record. They've won 3 out of their last 4, Nate.
Yeah, got to win against the Seagulls to open the week last night. It's every night's a new opportunity, though. You're facing an arm that you've seen a few times before. You had a lot more success against them last weekend than you did the first time in Vinny Braga. And it's a lineup that should be solid for Sonoma. Hunter Carlson back in after around a week off with injury. You got Mike Jones hitting in the 4 spot, someone who the coaching staff has pretty high hopes for. And then the red-hot Tino Vassell had a home run last night. He's seeming to really be hitting really well right now.
Yeah, one of those biggest additions back to the lineup was Hunter Carlson, as you mentioned. I asked Zach Pace about that in today's edition of the Stomper Report. Hey, Zach, welcome to the Stomper Report. Stompers on the road for the 2nd straight day. This is sort of the first time you guys have done 2 bus rides in 2 days. You think that plays any fatigue on the guys, or you should be good to go?
We should be good to go. The guys are all having a good time, relaxing, having fun on the bus. I don't know, kind of takes a load off, when you don't have to drive and you have the bus. The bus really does help. So it shouldn't make a difference, and hopefully we come ready to play today.
Yesterday, a couple things you guys definitely want to clean up, especially on that defensive side. You obviously want to win all 3 facets of the game, pitching, hitting, and defense. Which one of those do you think is going to be the most crucial today?
I think pitching is always the most crucial. I thought we pitched yesterday, though, and we didn't really get the hitting and didn't get the defense, so it did kind of hurt us, and we didn't get that other facet of the game. But pitching is always the most important, I feel like. And hopefully we get a good outing out of fast and good pitching performance overall, and able to take care of the ball and take our quality at bats.
I asked you before Tabor Fast last start, which was his first start against Slow, you wanted him to fill up the zone and keep it down in the zone. He did that, 3 shutout innings against the Blues. What did he do well in that start that could be repeatable today?
Yeah, he was down in the zone, filling up the zone. He was changing speeds, mixing up pitches. Keeping hitters off balance. I think all that, when you're getting ahead, makes it a little easier, and look forward to him doing that again today for us.
He said after the game that he went 3 innings and he was really felt physically fatigued even in that 3rd inning. Do you hope you can lengthen him out a little bit, or you're going to be pretty mindful of that again?
I'll definitely be mindful. We're always pretty mindful. We always take care of our arms, and all of our players for that matter. But, we'll hopefully get 3 out of him again. If we need to lengthen him out to 4, we will. But we'll just play it by ear and see how the innings go, see how stressful they are. And hopefully he doesn't have too many stress pitches and, can have a good outing for us.
Wesley Bass starting on the bench today. Could we see him as a pinch runner later on?
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody's available, kind of whatever the situation dictates. Every day's different with baseball, new situations. So, if that comes up, we'll definitely use them for sure.
Hunter Carlson out of the lineup the last 4 games with the stitches. He's back in there today. The DH role, trying to keep that catcher's mask off and things like that. He was slumping going into that injury, but slugging wise, he brings a lot of power to the lineup. What's it like to have him back, I guess?
Yeah, no, he's a big bat for us in the lineup. Teams pitch him very carefully. You see that, and having a guy like that in the middle of the order that, is able to take those quality at bats while being pitched tough and, put up some slugging numbers and get on base and, hit for average. And, it makes it a lot tougher on the other team. So we're definitely happy to have him back and looking forward to seeing him out there today.
As a team, you guys are averaging over 10 strikeouts a game in league play through now 17 games. How do you just cut back on the swing and miss?
Yeah, I mean, just got to find a way to put the ball in play with 2 strikes, or don't miss your pitches earlier in the count for the most part. So I thought we did a better job yesterday of that, and hopefully we could do another good job today of that, and but be able to put up more than 2 runs hopefully today.
Strikeout numbers are a little high, but so are the walk numbers. You guys are top 2 in the North in walks, and then you top the league in walks per game. You and Mayo preach the approach so much. What's it like to see your guys follow that approach, at least to an extent?
Yeah, I mean, they've been taking really good approaches, I feel like, and they get their walks, and with those walks does come the strikeouts. I know I speak from experience as I got walked a lot, and I had strikeouts too. So just when you take a lot of pitches, you might get into those situations where you get 2 strikes and you had to battle, and sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. But hopefully we win more today than we lose. So and get our quality at bats and put up a lot of runs.
Thanks for the time, Zach.
Thank you.
Wrapping up shop here on the Stompers pregame show, getting you set for what should be a nice little Thursday evening contest between Sonoma and Menlo Park at Baylands in Palo Alto. And Nate, the Stompers have struggled away from home, 1-5 away from Arnold Field this year, and their win was in remarkable fashion with that victory over San Francisco, hoping it will be a little bit cleaner tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not going to replicate a 5-run 9th inning comeback pretty easily. But I would say one thing that has really impressed on the road has been the starting pitching. Really good 1-2 punch from Sonoma down in slow last week with Andreas and Fast. Last night, Andreas pitched a really good game in Walnut Creek. Fast is going again today. So the starting pitching has looked solid away from home this summer.
Yeah, and let's stay with the pitching. Last question for you here, Nate. Let's look at the other side's pitching. Vinny Braga faces the Stompers for a 3rd time. He's had 2 starts. Both of them were 3 innings. He's only given up 1 earned run and struck out 5 over 6 innings pitched.
Yeah, but you saw some encouraging signs last time you faced him last weekend. Didn't give up a hit in the first contest. Gave up 3 last time out. Also walked a batter, only struck out 1 compared to 4 strikeouts the first time we faced him. So the team is seeing the 6'2" righty a little bit better. He kind of has like a weirder sidearm delivery almost. So it makes sense as it goes on. It kind of becomes a little bit more predictable than what you originally see it as.
The Stompers will be facing Braga, his 3/4 arm slot, for the 3rd time in 13 days, and all that comes at you next here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Sonoma and Menlo Park, the chase to 500, back on for Zach Pace and the Stompers. Lineups and first pitch next on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC, solutions made for your vineyard. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from Level and kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from Level and kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes.
The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Away we go here at Baylands. Time for baseball finally from Baylands Park in Palo Alto. Without a PA system here, the Legends players sang out the national anthem, and it's a Legends team that's won 3 out of 4. That's just good for a 5-10 record. They won last night against San Francisco, but here at Baylands Park, beg your pardon, the Stompers enter at 8-9 and send out this lineup announced by 8th-year manager Zach Pace. The first baseman, Trent Keys, leads off, followed by the second baseman, Tino Vassell. Hunter Carlson back in the lineup, hitting third and DHing. The left fielder, Mike Jones, cleans it up. Batting fifth, but playing third is Mateo Heredia. The center fielder, Connor Johnson, in the 6th spot. 7-8-9 give the catcher, Angel Garcia. The right fielder, Nick Sebastiani. And the shortstop, newly committed to Vanguard University, that's Kays Duramalar. Vinny Braga takes the mound, the 6'2", 210-pound righty from right here in Palo Alto, attended Palo High School before spending the last couple years at Santa Clara University. He had 16 appearances for the Broncos and tallied a .466 earned run average over 19 1/3 innings. Stompers have already seen him twice this summer, including June 20th. 3 innings pitched, 1 earned run, a walk, and a strikeout. Over 2 appearances, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts. The righty deals from a 3/4 arm slot, sporting the Legends home green uniforms, Legends and script across the front. Legends logo on the hat. The Stompers in the road grays today. Sonoma in navy script across the front. Navy numbers on the back and orange numbers on the front for the Stomps. Looking for just their second road victory of the 2026 season. 1-5 away from Arnold Field as the throw down goes to second base. Trent Keys digs in from the left side. Keys, Vassell, and Carlson in the first. Keys walked twice yesterday. That was an 8-2 loss in Walnut Creek. Second time these two teams have played at Baylands. Last Sunday, the Legends came away with a victory. First pitch to Trent is called low by the home plate umpire Alex Dickerson at 6:23 p.m. It's 72 degrees in Palo Alto. 6:23, the latest start we've had so far this summer. Bissett on deck, and Keys takes a called strike. Keys, a .298 average. 14 for 47 this season. Left-handed hitter swings and fouls it back to the screen. 14 hits in 15 games for Keys. He's now up to 11 walks on the season. He drew 2 yesterday. That was against the Crawdads. Braga, a righty, works primarily from the stretch and strikes out Keys swinging. 1 away. That's how your ball game begins. And now Tino Vassell, the second of 3 consecutive lefties to start the ball game. Vassell, the Stompers' extra base hit leader. Added to that tally yesterday, a big 2-run home run. 4 doubles, 3 home runs, and a triple. He takes a called strike 1. .283. The lefty from USF awaits the pitch from Braga. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Just getting started. Scoreless ball game, top of the first.
To start the ball game last time at Baylands, the scoreboard showed the score is 84-27. Now they're actually counting balls and strikes, so a big improvement from the Legends.
0-2. Vassell strikes out swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Braga.
Speaking of improvements, Braga has already struck out more Stompers than he did in his previous 3 innings against them last time out.
Strikeouts number 12 and 13. And that brings up Hunter Carlson, his first at bat since last Friday. He's wearing Trent Keys' helmet with that extra protector out in front of that cheekbone. He swings and hits this one hard to center field. Chasing over is Mason Griffin, the center fielder. He misjudged it. It's over his head to the wall. Carlson will head towards second and stand there with a double. Welcome back from injury, Mr. Carlson. A booming double, his 3rd of the season. And Hunter, who was in a little bit of a slump before, has come out firing here to start his return game. The Stompers have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and that brings up Mike Jones, the first righty that Braga will see today.
not only the first at-bat back before Hunter Carlson, but that was the first pitch he saw. Sent it right over the head of Griffin. Really nice job by Hunter to get into scoring position with 2 outs, and now Jones, someone who hasn't seen Braga, a first righty as well.
Jones takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Carlson took a huge turn around second base, gunning for his first triple of the season. Instead, he headed back for just a double. The 0-1 to Jones is hit foul in on the hands and towards the bleachers down the right field line. 326 is the 326 down the left field line, and 385 to dead center, 326 down the right field line as well. 0-2 to Jones. Called strike 3. The inning is over. A Carlson double left at second, 3 strikeouts for Braga. Nothing across for the Stompers with the Legends coming up in the bottom half.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later. Tabor Fast takes the hill in a scoreless ball game as we enter the bottom of the first inning. Fast stands 6'2", 205 pounds. The 22-year-old lefty from Chehalis, Washington, is a redshirt junior at Washington State University. 20 appearances for the Cougars, 2 starts, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 29 earned runs, Nate, in those 19 2/3 innings. But he was very good against slow. On last Wednesday, he threw 3 innings of no run, no hit baseball with 2 walks and a strikeout. And his stuff can definitely play here at Baylands Park. He can do 6 fly balls or pop-ups in 3 innings against the Blues, and there's just an enormous amount of foul ground here at this city park. The foul line extends so far. There's so much grassy area where pop-ups can be caught between the foul line and the fence. So trying to induce a couple more of those pop-ups and add to his just 1 strikeout number. He faces Mason Griffin, Ryder Kelly, and Ryan Duran here in the first inning. Griffin, a left-handed hitter of Northern Colorado, so left on left to start the ball game. Griffin takes a ball. Angel Garcia does the catching today, so it's a Fast and Garcia battery. Mike Jones, Connor Johnston, Nick Sebastiani left to right in the outfield. Mateo Heredia, Kays DeRomular, Tino Vassell, and Trent Keys go third to first. Fast from the line, delivers home. Griffin swings and misses. 238 average, 319 on base with a triple and 3 driven in for Griffin. Griffin awaits a 1-1. Fast staring in to get his sign. He agrees and delivers. Griffin bounces it foul towards the Legends on deck circle down the first baseline, currently occupied by Ryder Kelly. Griffin struck out 55 times in 55 games for University of Northern Colorado. Fast looking for his first punch out of the day here. Delivers to the plate and struck him out swinging. First strikeout of the ball game for Tabor Fast, just his 2nd of the season, and Griffin's gone 1 away.
It's a lot different facing the Blues than it is the Legends. They only had 1 in his 3 innings versus slow. If the strikeout stuff is going to be coming in here for Fast, that's a great weapon for him. He clearly can induce weak contact. We saw that against a really strong Blues lineup. Can he do it against the Legends? That would be big as well.
Infield and outfield straight away for Ryder Kelly, who went to Menlo Atherton High School right around here. He's committed to UC Davis, and he takes inside 1-0. Ryder hitting .261, the on-base percentage north of 400. He has 4 doubles and just 2 driven in, so a lot of his damage comes with nobody on base, as it is here. And Kelly takes a called strike.
Yeah, it's still early in his summer, but 4 of his 6 hits for doubles. I mean, just because he graduated high school a month ago doesn't mean he can't compete in this league.
Kelly had a double last time these two teams faced off at Arnold Field last Saturday. 1-1 pitch to him. He lays off, and the count's 2-1.
Now he's going up against a pitcher that, was one of the highest ranked arms in the state of Washington out of high school, played at Texas Tech for a few years, 22 years old versus a freshly graduated high school kid.
2-1, low 3-1. Fastest journey, Olympia High School to Texas Tech to now finally Washington State. He played in the West Coast League last year. He made just 2 appearances and allowed 2 earned runs over 6 innings pitched for the Cowlitz Black Bears. His 3-1 here to Ryder Kelly is hit towards left field, down the line, and foul. Ball ended up a few feet foul down in that left field corner. 326 down both lines. 385 to dead center here. It's a city park in Palo Alto.
Yeah, but the numbers that stand out to me are the gaps. 375 in the left center gap, 375 in the right center gap.
Just like a true circle
Yeah.
out there. Payoff pitch, Tabor Fast against Ryder Kelly. Left on right, Fast with a long hold, and the pitch is low ball 4. First base runner for Menlo Park, a 1-out walk in the bottom of the first, and now Fast will be hoping for a double play ball against Ryan Duran. Duran played last year at Westcliff University, where he had .430 with 15 doubles and 10 home runs. He's kept on mashing here for the Legends, .356 on the average. Runner goes, the pitch is in and out of the glove of Garcia. Stolen base for Ryder Kelly, and now both teams have had a runner in scoring position.
Menlo's, though, with 1 out versus 2 outs with Carlson's double. It's a difference.
The pitch was called a strike, so it's 0-1 on Ryan Duran. Oliver Hogan on deck. Fast's delivery is lined hard into right center field. Over is Johnson. He's not going to get it. It rolls all the way to the wall out in right. Picked up on the warning track. The long throw in is late. It's an RBI double for Ryan Duran, his 12th ribby of the season. And just like that, it's 1-0 Menlo Park.
And I know it's still a week away, give or take, but he is going to be a lock for the All-Star game for the Legends. 12 RBI, clear team lead, the leader in average as well, and that's his 3rd double of the summer, so he has some good extra base pop too.
Sonoma playing from behind today, not something they had to do yesterday, as they struck first in the 3rd inning on a Tino Vassell home run. Duran out at second, Fast trying to limit the damage. He'll step off before his first pitch to the righty Oliver Hogan, who recently committed to Bradley University. He's transferred from Bellevue. First pitch from Fast is taken off the corner away, 1-0. One nothing Menlo Park as we play in the bottom of the first. Fast takes a peek at second and delivers home low again. Most of the misses today have been below the zone.
But that's where you want to miss as a pitcher. Better miss low than miss up where they can connect the bat to ball.
Angel Garcia heads to the mound for a quick consultation with the pitcher Fast, who struck out Griffin to start the ball game, gave up a walk to Ryder Kelly on a 3-2 pitch. Kelly stole second and then scored on a Ryan Duran double, who's now out there with just one out. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Hogan, another guy that's hitting the ball hard, 357, average of 471 on base. He was tied with Duran for the team RBI lead. Ryan now out in front of him. That pitch is fouled back, 2-1. So back in the zone comes Fast. Aaron Lewis in the on-deck circle. Duran from second. He's delivered the first RBI of the ballgame, 1-0. Legends over the Stompers. Fastest pitch is lined foul down the right field line, right towards the on-field bullpen of the Legends down the first base line. And Fast from 2-0 has battled back to 2-2. 6th meeting between the two this year. The Legends have taken 3 of the 5. Fast comes set at the belt, delivers home. This one's popped up. First base side, Trent Keys comes over, can't find it, and now spears. It reaches up to make the catch. Very nice play by Trent Keys. There was so much foul ground there. He was looking up into the sun, but he did eventually make the catch for the second out. Hogan's retired, and Aaron Lewis.
And right in front of a loud Legends dugout as well, chirping him about not being able to see it. That was a great play from Keys.
Evaded the first base coach Mason Hanshaw at Steph Valdez down at third for second-year headman Nick Sanziri. Fast trying to limit the damage to just 1. Peaks at second, kicks and deals, popped up foul and out of play. Fast out in front of Aaron Lewis. Played last year at Portland. The man on deck, Eric Altmark, will be joining him for the Loggers. As of a couple days ago, Altmark transferring from West Valley College to Portland. Dancing off second is Duran. Fast comes to the plate instead, and this one's pulled hard but foul down the first baseline, 0-2. Fast has Lewis right where he wants him. Legends have a run on a hit. An RBI double by Duran, still out at second base. Tabor Fast gets the start for Sonoma here today. Stares into Garcia to get the sign. After shaking him off a couple times, they agree on a pitch. 0-2 offer is popped up, very shallow right field, and Tino Vassell, the second baseman, makes the catch. The side is retired. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the second. Sonoma trails it 1-0.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Get to the second, Mateo Heredia, Connor Johnston, and Angel Garcia, the 3 due up for the Stompers, trying to tie this ball game. They trail it 1-0. Mateo had 3 hits in yesterday's ball game to lift his total to 5 on the season. He went 3 for 4 and also reached on an error. Trying to build off of that. He swings and misses at the first pitch. He's behind 0-1. Already had 3 of the Stompers' 4 team hits yesterday.
The other one was the home run from Vassell.
Stompers had 2 runs, 4 hits, 5 errors in yesterday's loss to Walnut Creek. Today they trail 1-0 in the second. Heredia takes a ball that counts 1-1.
The thing is, that's an improvement from the last time they were here at Baylands. They gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and while it's never ideal to give up a run in the first inning you play,
Heredia swings and misses. They counts 1-2. Just a little bit late.
it's the best run to give up is just 1. Tying run's always going to be at the plate.
Tabor fast stranded a runner on second for Menlo Park in the bottom of the first. Heredia stays alive, fouls it at home plate.
Heredia's 3 of his 5 hits came last night. He's really, kind of found something of this new swing where he kind of is putting his lead foot, his front foot, in like a pivot almost on his toes.
He awaits a 1-2 offer. Catcher set up high and it's fouled back. That's Will Robbins who set up above the zone. Heredia just got his bat to it to see yet another pitch. Braga struck out 3 in the first inning, scattered a Hunter Carlson double who was stranded there. 1-2 offer from Braga. Heredia takes low outside 2-2. Nice little battle between the two to start this second inning. Heredia, right-handed hitter, even stance, fouls it up the third baseline. I might have hit his foot as well, so he heads back to the batter's box. Mateo 5 for 23, 2 doubles, an RBI, and 7 strikeouts. This is the 10th game he has appeared in. This season for the Stompers out of 17. Already a two-way guy who played at Cerritos College last year. He's committed to Cal State University Northridge for this next college year. He awaits a 2-2 pitch from Vinny Braga, and he strikes out swinging. 4 Ks for Braga, 3 of them swinging, and that brings up Connor Johnston. Johnson hitting .206 with a .270 on base percentage. 7 hits, 9 strikeouts, just 1 walk. Johnston, the next man to hit. He's a lefty. Braga's pitches bounce to the right side. Backing up is a second baseman, Ryder Kelly, who throws him out. First Stomper to put the ball in play, yielding in and out. There's quickly 2 down in the top of the second. Garcia played his freshman season at Coppin State. The catcher today headed to Bellarmine, where he'll join the man who just hit Connor Johnston. Garcia hitting .286 this season, a .429 on base percentage for the catcher from Miami, Florida. His cousin, Misael Europero, the off day today. Nick Sebastiani on deck, part of the other set of cousins on the Stompers team. And Garcia, the man in the batter's box, is behind 0-1. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Garcia, the 7th hitter today, behind 0-1, and now it's 0-2. Swings and misses. Ethan Mooser in left, Mason Griffin in center, Aaron Lewis in right. It's Stewart, Altmark, Kelly, and Hogan to start the ballgame, third to first. Nick Sanzeri intends to go to his hockey-style 9-person substitution at the end of the 5th. Braga, a long hold, and then misses high with a fastball. Neither starting pitcher today working particularly quickly. Goes along with definitely our latest road start of the year. Nate, you had it as our latest start altogether?
Definitely our latest start. I think we might have had one that was 620, 621 in Sonoma, but 623 is definitely pushing it.
Garcia takes a called strike 3. It's in and out of the glove of Robbins, rolling towards the first base dugout. The throw down is in time. So it's a strikeout looking, and then it goes the throw to 3, and the inning is over. Another 2 strikeouts for Braga. We head to the bottom of the 2nd in a 1-0 ball game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning, a 1-0 cushion for the home legends as they send up Eric Altmark, Ethan Mooser, and Joaquin Stewart to the plate. Congratulations to Altmark, the shortstop, digging in from the left side. He just got picked up by a 4-year university. He'll play for the Portland Loggers in the fall after last year at West Valley College, where he shared the field with Andrew Bonfili. Bonfili for Sonoma. He's headed to Chaminade University out in Hawaii, probably a nicer place to spend the next year, as fast pitch misses outside.
Definitely better weather.
Definitely. Tabor in the first inning walked Ryder Kelly and then allowed an RBI double to Ryan Duran. He induced a ground ball to shortstop. Kays DeRomelaar sets his feet and fires to first in time for the out. So for the 2nd consecutive inning, Fast gets the first hitter of the frame, but this is where things went south in the first. Ethan Mooser, 6 for 27, a home run for the powerful lefty. Mooser takes low. Another guy that played for that Northern Colorado University team. He tallied 13 extra base hits and 30 RBI over 46 games, and then was Summit League All-Tournament team. He sends this one to center, right at Connor Johnson. Well, had a little bit of carry, and Johnson reaches up to make the catch 2 away. So 2 very quick outs for Tabor Fast in this 2nd. Brings up Joaquin Stewart, 0 for 12 this season. Nate hunting for his first hit. Right-handed hitter plays third base today. Seattle University righty takes a called strike at the knees. Fast shakes off Garcia. Now they come to an agreement. And Tabor delivers low and appeal to first base. Kate Hart says no. Alex Dickerson, the home plate umpire. Kate Hart at first base. Andrew Bergstrom over at third. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Stewart. Fast misses low and inside. In and out of the glove of Angel Garcia. The count is 2-1. The southpaw from Chehalis issued 2 walks against the Blues last week. Just 1 in the first inning as 2 runs fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty, bottom of the second. Stompers trying to get a win here against the Legends before a gauntlet of a weekend. Alameda, Walnut Creek, and Alameda again all come to Arnold Field Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The 2-2 pitch. Stewart pops this one up. Very shallow right field. Nick Sebastiani coming in and outgoing Tino Vassell, the second baseman. It's Vassell who winds up making the catch. 1-2-3 inning. Easy for Tabor Fast in the second. Third inning next. 1-0 Menlo Park.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Nick Sebastiani, Kays DeRomular, and Trent Keys, 8, 9, and 1 in the Stomper order against Vinny Braga. Sebastiani, a 188 hitter, a 316 on base, a homer, and 7 driven in. That home run against this Legends team back at Arnold Field a couple weeks ago. Kays DeRomular on deck, just announced his commitment today to Vanguard University down in Southern California. Congrats to Kays, who was a Gold Glover for Santa Rosa Junior College, playing 2 seasons for the Bear Cubs. Sebastiani takes the fastball up and in, 1-0.
Yeah, always great to see guys, commit to 4-year institutions. That's the goal coming from a JUCO school, to find a place where you can continue playing this game you love, and Kays is lucky to do that.
Sebastiani swings and misses here, 1-1.
Not lucky to do that. He's very much earned it.
Very skilled, a very solid 2
Very,
years in Santa Rosa.
Putting together a pretty solid summer with Sonoma.
Sebastiani hits a flare into shallow left, going to be a tough play, and it's going to sink for a base hit. Sebastiani, a little bloop single in to left. Stompers have the leadoff guy aboard.
7 of Nick's 10 hits this year have come against these Legends. He's just seen the pitching very well from Menlo Park.
That brings up Kays DeRomular. High and tight again. That's where the pitch has missed for the first 2. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Crawdads have gone back out in front of the Seagulls 9-6. That one in the bottom of the 8th. Seagulls hung around. That was a tie ball game into the back third. DeRomuller swings. It's a hit and run, and it's hit into right center field. Sebastiani motors towards third. Kays is going to hold up with a single. And, Nate, we talked about it yesterday. Maybe it truly is. You're out of the transfer portal. You're not looking for a 4-year home. You feel a little freer. DeRomuller is 4th hit of the year, a nice slap single into right center. Stompers have the tying run at third with nobody out, and the top of the order coming up in Trent Keys.
That was one of the best swings that I've seen all year from Kays. I mean, stress-free baseball is great baseball to play. Took it into that right center gap, opposite way for Kays. Nice piece of hitting.
With Sebastiani running on the pitch, he went first to third, and now RBI opportunity for Trent Keys. He'll do it from ahead in the count 1-0.
Third inning was where the Stomps did their damage yesterday off the Tina Vassell home run. You're hoping those won't be the only runs scored this game, though.
Runners lead from first and third. DeRomuller not going. Keys taking a called strike. Top of his own to a 6'4" left-handed hitter. Another guy trying to find a 4-year. A D1 bounce back. Started at San Jose State, then Los Medanos, San Joaquin Delta College. Out of JUCO eligibility. Keys hits this one high in the air and foul. He's behind 1-2. Menlo Park infield has the third baseman Stewart even with the bag at third. Middle infield double play Deb, and Oliver Hogan holds the runner at first. 1-2 to Keys, struck him out swinging. And Tino Vassell tasked with getting that run home. That's the 5th K for Vinny Braga. Vassell, the 2-run home run in yesterday's loss. Doesn't need a homer here. A fly ball to the outfield would do to tie the ball game. Back-to-back singles to start the inning. Vassell swings first pitch and hits it right towards Jacoby Heyer in the first base coaching box. Dave Hoke over at third for Zach Pace. No shadows in play just yet. The majority of the field bathed in sunshine. 1-0 Menlo Park. Runners at the corners, 1 out. 0-1 to Vassell, taken low, blocked by Robbins. And as we've talked about a lot, there's so much room between home plate and the backstop, even more than Arnold Field. So if anything gets through the Princeton backstop here, it would mean the Stompers have tied the game. Hitting room on the right side of the infield if Vassell can pull the ball. The pitch is taken low inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Left fielder Lewis, 1 step off the line. Shades into the right center gap. Hitters count 2-1 on Tino Vassell. The pitch from Braga misses inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. One more wide one would load him up for Hunter Carlson.
I think he's going to get something to swing at here, though, on the 3-1. Hitters count.
We'll see if Braga comes into the zone. He does, and Vassell pops it up. Foul again and out of play. A lot of foul territory where a ball could be caught, but this one escapes back and out of play. The count runs full 3-2. A payoff pitch, we'll see if DeRomuller runs from first with just 1 out. Stompers trying to tie this ball game up. Payoff pitch from Vinny Braga. DeRomuller goes, it's hit hard into center field over the head of Mason Griffin all the way to the wall. 1 run comes in. Dave Hoke is going to send DeRomuller heading towards third as Tino Vassell. The throw comes there late. A go-ahead 2 RBI triple for Tino Vassell. His second 3-bagger of the season gives Sonoma a 2-1 lead. Tino Vassell is scorching hot. 4 doubles, 3 home runs, and now a second triple.
I mean, he was in contention for Player of the Week last week. He's the clear favorite for it right now for the Stompers.
Now Sonoma a chance to get greedy. Another runner 90 feet away. And Hunter Carlson in the batter's box taking a called strike one.
And that triple comes from DeRomola running on the 3-2 pitch. And if he doesn't run there, it might still just be a tie game here.
The 0-1 to Carlson. Fastball off the corner away, 1-1. Hunter doubled in the first inning. Doesn't need an extra base hit to get a run home here. The Legends infield plays back. A ground ball on the infield more than likely scores the run. Carlson hits this one hard to center field. Another tough play for Mason Griffin. He can't get this one either. Carlson, a huge turn, heads towards second. The throw is cut off. Carlson's second double of the day. Sonoma leads it 3-1. Back-to-back extra base hits from the top of the Stomps order. 18th RBI of the season. Vassell tripled and then comes in to score on the Carlson double. Another runner in scoring position. Your score now 3-1. Stompers are all over Vinny Braga in this third. Jones swings first pitch and pops it up. In foul ground on the third base side, Joaquin Stewart makes the catch. Jones retired on just one pitch. And that brings up Mateo Heredia trying to pick up where he left off yesterday. He had 3 hits.
To do it with 2 outs, I mean, at the very least, you're hoping to bring around. You'd love to score Hunter Carlson here. Give yourself a little 2-run cushion early.
Carlson's welcomed himself back from the injured list with 2 doubles and 3 frames. Heredia takes inside corner at the knees, called strike.
And you know, it's just one player, but it just feels like such a big addition to this offense to have Hunter Carlson back into it. It takes, the load.
Heredia takes inside this time, 1-1.
Off a lot of these guys, when you have, your most consistent RBI man, one of your best power bats,
and
back in the lineup.
With those 2 hits, Carlson's average is back over 300, the only Stomper to hold that crown. Dickerson calls that pitch a strike. The count's 1-2. 3-1 Stompers. That's courtesy of a Tino Vassell triple plating 2 and then a Hunter Carlson double plating 1. He's still out there at second base. 1-2 pitch from Braga. Heredia takes low 2-2.
And Heredia gave a really good battle the last time he was up against Braga. You're having a feeling the way this inning goes, if it gets into another battle, it might come out in favor of Heredia.
He bounces this one right back to the pitcher, Braga, who's going to run halfway and underhand to Hogan. The inning is over. But for the Stompers, 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 man left. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. Sonoma now nursing a 3-1 cushion.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
We play on into the bottom of the third inning. Tabor Fast working with a lead for the first time as a Stomper. Squaring to bunt and putting down a beauty, but it going foul. That's Will Robbins, the catcher, bunting for a hit. Robbins 2 for 17 on the season. One of those was a go-ahead home run against the Stompers last time these two teams met. Will be followed by Mason Griffin and Ryder Kelly, the top of the order. Thanks for joining us here on a beautiful Thursday evening at Baylands Park. Stompers will be back home. 6:05 starts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com. Fast from the windup, squared up to home plate, lifts the hands and delivers home. Robbins hits this one off the pitcher fast. He recovers on the third base side of the mound, throws to first late. And we'll wait for an official ruling. It's been given as a hit, a single for Robbins.
I mean, that's a tough play for the pitcher to make, especially when it rings off of him. He had to not only recover from getting hit, but to go over, scoop up that throw, getting in time to first. I think a hit's a fair call there.
A nice throw, but we've seen a couple Stompers pitchers struggle with their throws to first. That one hit him straight in the chest. Fast picks back to first. The lefty move is snared by Keys. A late tag applied on Will Robbins. First leadoff base runner for Menlo Park, trying to do something with it. Mason Griffin takes a called ball, 1-0. Fast working from the stretch with a man at first. Sets at the belt and misses outside and low. Griffin struck out swinging to lead off the bottom of the first for Menlo Park. Fast has induced just one ground ball in fair territory here today, looking for another, and hopefully the defense can turn two behind him. Keys holds the runner, Robbins at first. Fast behind 2-0. Now it's 3-0. That one kicks off the mask, or the chest protector of Garcia, I think that was. Wild pitch has Robbins at second base. Three balls and no strikes now on Mason Griffin. Ryder Kelly, team lead in doubles for Menlo Park with 4, is in the on-deck circle. Fast has to come in the zone here on 3-0. He misses just outside for a walk. The second one issued today by the Stomper starter. And now Ryder Kelly comes up. The other man that drew a walk. That was in the first. Heredia at third plays even with the bag. One step in. Stompers trying to get an elusive first out here in the third. Robbins from second, Griffin from first. Fast to the plate. Kelly is hit by the pitch. The bases are loaded with nobody out. Infield single, walk, and then a hit by pitch has loaded him up. And Zach Pace is going to make his way out to the mound before Ryan Duran comes to the plate. Duran had the big double off of Fast. The only hit he's allowed, barring that infield single to lead off the inning. Action starting in the bullpen for Sonoma.
this is not a situation where you're pulling fast. It's just kind of to settle him down. After that infield hit where he got hit by it, he's given up, a pretty quick walk and then a hit by pitch. Command might be going away here. And it's going to be tough to attack against a guy like Duran, who's already got a double off of you, the team's leader in average. It's a tough position to be in, both as the manager and the pitcher.
That's just 36 pitches through 2 innings and 3 hitters. It's Ken Blankenship, the righty, up and loosening in the Stomper bullpen. Zach Pace, extended conversation here with the entire infield. Alex Dickerson's come out to the mound to try and break it up. That was about 15 seconds ago. Now all of them are talking at the mound. Fast on the back slope of the mound, gets a pat on the back from Zach Pace, who returns to the third base dugout, and Fast has to work his way out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. He is working with a 3-1 lead. Duran, RBI double in the first inning. Now 12 RBI. Bases full. Keys plays in front of the runner at first. Vassell, even with the bag, middle infield, plays for 2. Duran swings and misses. A big hack. Tried to get all the runs back in 1. He couldn't. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Strikeout is your best friend in this situation, Kieran.
Fast's longest outing at Washington State, 3 innings. That was back on April 13th. He misses low inside. He went 3 innings against Slow last Wednesday. Set at the belt. A long hold from Fast. Finally gets a sign he likes and fires a 1-1 towards the plate. Duran early. It's 1-2. Mixing his pitches beautifully here against the ever dangerous Ryan Duran. Doesn't get much easier with Oliver Hogan on deck. One-two pitch from Fast. Low 2-2. No place to put. Duran, bases loaded, nobody out.
It's a good miss there. Trying to get a swing and miss on a pitch low.
Let's see if he can induce a swing and miss on a 2-2. Fast gets it. The appeal to first. Yes, he did, says Kate Hart. Second strikeout for Tabor Fast, but that's the biggest out he's gotten so far, because now a ground ball double play ends the inning. A ground ball double play induced by Tabor Fast could end this inning. The pitch is bounced foul down the third baseline.
Just barely as well.
That ball, if that ball is somehow tucked inside the line, it's going all the way to the corner. And you could see. So the Legends reset to each base. Robbins at third, Griffin at second, Kelly at first. Bases juiced, 1 out. Keys still plays in front of the runner at first base. That one's low. Angel Garcia saves a run by keeping that one in front. Sonoma trying to get back to that 500 mark before a big weekend against Walnut Creek and Alameda. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch is hit hard into left. Mike Jones isn't going to get it. It eats him up a little bit on the hop out at the warning track. The throw comes in to second base. The tag is not in time. 2 RBI double from Oliver Hogan has tied this game at 3. Scoring is Robbins, scoring is Griffin. First to third goes Ryder Kelly, and Zach Pace is going to come to the mound for the second time this inning. And it might be time to make the call to Ken Blankenship. No official point yet from Pace as he crosses over the foul line, but the move will be made. Break in the action, pitching change. Tied 3-3 in the bottom of the third. Second and third, one out for Menlo Park. We'll be right back.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Tabor Fast's day is done. He gives way to Ken Blankenship, a righty who's making his third in-league appearance. He's gone 5 2/3 innings, allowing just 1 earned run and 3 strikeouts. Last time out against the Alameda Merchants on June the 21st, he went 3 innings, 3 hits, and 1 earned run and 1 K. He enters with runners at second and third and just 1 out. He delivers to Aaron Lewis. This one's hit foul down the right field line. Fair ball, says Alex Dickerson. It rolls into the corner. Sebastiani's throw comes into second. It's a 2 RBI double for Lewis. 5-3. Menlo Park has flipped this scoreline in a hurry of not a very hard hit baseball at all.
Just found the spot where it needed to, right down that right field foul line. You thought it went out. Alex Dickerson had different ideas. It's kind of tough to tell from over here. Well hit ball by Lewis. Put it where he needed to.
Well, a jam shot by Lewis yields the lead for Menlo Park 5-3 as Blankenship misses high. That closes the book on Tabor Fast. 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 5 runs all earned, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and 2 strikeouts. Stompers got a crooked number in the top of this inning. They've given it right back. 4 home in the frame. Blankenship's pitch, swing and a miss. The count, I believe, is 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a light action in the Menlo Park bullpen. You wonder how long Vinny Braga is for this game now that his team's retaken the lead. 1-1 is Lowe, 2-1. Holding at second base is Lewis. That was Aaron Lewis's first extra base hit of the season. His first 9 hits of the year were all singles. Traded places with Oliver Hogan. Blankenship, a high set up above the letters. Takes a deep breath and flips it towards the plate. This one bounced towards second. Tino Vassell gloves and flips to first in time. 4-3 on the ground ball. To third base goes Aaron Lewis. Eric Altmark is out, and Ethan Mooser, the hitter. And once again, nothing can get past Angel Garcia. Mooser, a tall lefty, takes upstairs, 1-0. Legends got 1 in the first. Stompers answered with 3 in the top of this third inning. Menlo Park has gotten 4 this bottom half of the frame. Blankenship's delivery, check swing, foul back to the screen. Mooser frustrated. Blankenship gifted a strike that counts 1-1. Both teams knocking it around a little bit. Stompers 3 runs, 5 hits. Legends 5 runs, 4 hits. Runner at third is Lewis. He doubled and then got the third on the Altmark ground ball. Trying to get home and make it 5 runs in the inning. It's Mooser's job to drive him in. 1-1 pitch from Blankenship is popped foul, back up and out of play. 1-2. The sun now shining directly onto the face of the runner at third base and the third baseman. An angled sunset, not over the wall. 1-2 misses, 2-2. Because Arnold Field, the sun sets out over the fence, which is very nice. Here, the sun sets sort of into the third base dugout. Tough angle for the visitors. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Blankenship's pitch is hit hard into center field. Johnston at the wall, and it hits off his glove. Heading towards second is Mooser. He wants 3. Johnston's throw to the infield is cut off by Vassell. A triple for Ethan Mooser. Scores Lewis. Could walk home from third base. And the score is now 6-3. Connor Johnson almost made a really nice play on that baseball out in right center. He got there, and then it kicked off the heel of his glove. 5 runs in the inning.
That was a tough play to make for Johnston. Really good effort, though.
This one's grounded towards second, should end the inning. Vassell charges and fires to first to end the frame. 9 hit, 5 score on 4 hits and 1 left. 6-3, the Legends doubling up the Stompers as we head to the top of the 4th. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Welcome back to Baylands Park for the top of the fourth. Connor Johnston, Angel Garcia, and Nick Sebastiani to the plate to face the new arm. Diego Menjivar, the 6-foot right-hander from Benicia, California, plays his collegiate ball at Bradley, relieving Vinny Braga, the starter of duties, who went 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Menjivar has a 6-3 lead to defend here in the top of the fourth, starting with the lefty Johnston. The righty comes home. First pitch swung right over on the ground to Hogan, the first baseman, who takes it himself to the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out for Diego Menjivar. Brings up Angel Garcia with 1 down. This is the Stompers' second time seeing Menjivar in as many games against Menlo Park. Menjivar got the final 6 outs against Sonoma in a Stompers loss last weekend. Gave up no hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, and 2 strikeouts. Comes home to the righty Garcia, low, ball 1. Garcia struck out back in the second. Nobody on. And a 6-3 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Menjivar fires the 1-0. High, ball 2. So after a 1-pitch, 1 out to Johnston, Garcia quickly ahead here, 2-0 against the new arm Menjivar. This is his 4th appearance of the summer, pitching to an 8.22 ERA over 7 2/3. He struck out 5 batters. 2-0 pitch. Garcia takes it low, ball 3. Three uncompetitive pitches to Garcia, hoping to kickstart a rally here for the Stompers. Nobody on, as Mason Hanshaw coming into the game with what looks to be an athletic trainer for Menlo Park. Menjivar's delivery been a little weird. They're examining his throwing arm, the righty, and they're going to might be pulling Menjivar here. Oh, they're saying he has a bracelet on. And their athletic trainer walking over with Menjivar towards the first base bag. No one leaving the on-field bullpen for Menlo Park, and now a new arm is coming into the game. After just 1 batter face, Menjivar's day is done with an injury. We'll get new information on the pitcher after this break.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza and salads,
But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Welcome back to Baylands for the continuation of the top of the fourth. Ethan Fillinger, who's listed as the DH for innings 6 through 9 for Menlo Park, coming in on the mound to relieve Diego Menjivar after just one out and two batters faced from Menjivar, who got pulled midway through this at-bat with Garcia. Garcia ahead 3-0, takes a called strike one right at the knees. Fillinger, 6-foot righty from Greeley, Colorado, plays his collegiate ball like a few others from Menlo Park at Northern Colorado, but he did not pitch in college, his last pitching appearance in high school. The 3-1, taken low, ball 4. Garcia gets on base. Remain to be seen if that would be Menjivar's walk or Fillinger's walk. We'll get clarification for that in just a moment. But crucially, the runner is on. Garcia over at first. For the righty Sebastiani facing the righty Fillinger. 6-3 ball game in the top of the fourth. First pitch, called strike one. Sebastiani got a single back in the third, hoping to kickstart a rally here in the top of the fourth where the Stomps trail by 3. Fillinger fires the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Fillinger hasn't pitched this summer either for Menlo Park. He's mainly been used as a positional guy. In the lineup today is the DH. He's ahead here 0-2 against Sebastiani. That one hit over into shallow left. Mooser coming in towards foul territory and hauled in by the shortstop, Altmark, who covered a lot of ground to get the second out of the inning. That one right by the left field line brings up Kays DeRomelar with 2 down, 1 on in the top of the fourth. Stomps trail by 3. DeRomelar got a single back in the third, trying to continue this inning with 2 outs with Garcia at first. Righty on righty. Fillinger working from the first base side and fires to home. That one fouled up and away, out of play, 0-1. DeRomelar, his 4th hit of the season. Been splitting shortstop duties with Bryson Ayala, who's having the off day today. Both righties, the 0-1. Taken inside, ball 1. Trent Keys, the top of the order on deck. Garcia over at first. Hasn't really been sent a lot in stolen bases. Taking a pretty moderate lead over there. The 1-1. Taking low, ball 2. Dramalar announced his commitment earlier today to Vanguard University, 4-year program. Playing some stress-free baseball, which is the best kind of baseball. The 2-1 hit sharply in the left and over the head of Altmark over towards Mooser. Garcia advances to second. It's a 2-out knock for Kays, his second hit of the day. Brings up the top of the order with 2 on, 2 down. In the top of the 4th, Sonoma trails by 3. Keys has struck out both times he's been up today. His first time facing Fillinger, the designated hitter for innings 6 through 9, as told by Nick Sanzeri. That will likely have to change unless they can stretch him out. The pitch, popped foul, out of play, 0-1. Keys the lefty. First lefty faced by Fillinger this evening. Digs into the batter's box. Fillinger, the righty, fires home. Taken low, ball 1. Tino Vassell, the man on deck. He had the 2 RBI triple back in the 3rd. Our 2 on for Keys with 2 out. Fillinger looks back, comes home, 1-1. Taken away, ball 2. Entered today hitting just below 300 with a 484 on base percentage. Reached twice in yesterday's loss to Walnut Creek. The 2-1 to Keys. Hit sharply foul. Right towards Jacoby Heyer down the first base foul territory. Counts now 2-2. Garcia in scoring position in second. Dramalar takes his lead at first. Keys at the plate. 2-2's the count. 6-3's the score on the top of the 4th. Stompers trail. The pitch looked at inside, ball 3. Keys finds himself in a full count like so many times this season. One of the most professional guys in the batter's box for Sonoma all summer. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners take off. Pitch low. Load him up. Keys works the 2-out walk to put runners on first, second, and third for Tino Vassell. Already has a 2-run triple today. He's facing the DH Fillinger, who hasn't pitched since high school, and now you're expecting that's Fillinger's day on the mound. Coach coming out of a dugout to pull him with 2 outs. Fillinger leaves the game. Information on the new pitcher when we come back here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
For the second time in the top of the fourth, the Legends go to a new arm. Kai Manick, the 5'10" righty from Reno, Nevada, coming into the game with bases loaded at 2 outs to face Tino Vassell. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because last time these Stompers were here at Baylands to take on the Legends, Manick threw 116 pitches, went 7+ innings, and a win for Menlo. He has the bases loaded to one of the most clutch hitters in the CCL. Tino Vassell down by 3. Gets the first pitch low, ball 1. Vassell had a 2-run triple back in the third. He had a 2-run home run yesterday against Walnut Creek. He's come up in big moments before. The 1-0. Hit hard to right center. Lewis coming over, and it gets right past him. 1 run comes home. Another scores 2. Digging for third is Keys. Tino gets in at first. 1-run game here in the top of the fourth off the bat of Tino Vassell. Hunter Carlson to the plate with runners in the corners, 2 down. That finishes the day on Diego Menjivar, who went 1/3 of an inning. No hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. His 1 run is Angel Garcia. One of Fillinger's runs, DeRomelar scored. His other run, Keys, is at third. Vassell at first. First pitch to Carlson, taken high, ball 1. And Hunter Carlson has been hot today. 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, including an RBI back in the third. An RBI would tie the game for Sonoma down by 1. Righty to lefty. First pitch hit sharply over to the infielder Kelly. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. The inning is over, but not before 2 runs come across the plate on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Stompers trail by a run.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Welcome back to Baylands for the bottom of the fourth inning. Nate Martin joined by a special guest, Keller Osborne, here with me. Pitched yesterday against Walnut Creek, but one of the arms used late on in games for Sonoma. Keller, thank you so much for joining me.
I appreciate you for having me.
Back in wine country. You spent your junior college days with Santa Rosa, originally from Colorado. How's it been being back up in the North Bay?
I'm so happy to be back. I loved every second at Santa Rosa, and it's just a beautiful part of the country.
You staying local in Sonoma, or?
Yeah, I am. Girlfriend and her family are born and raised in Sonoma, so I'm staying with them for the summer.
Very nice. Ken Blankenship on the mound facing the top of the order, starting with Mason Griffin. First pitch taken high for a called ball. Ken Blankenship coming in out of relief. What's your mindset as a reliever coming into a game like this? You just saw your runners get a couple of runs back, but you still have a lead to come back on.
You know, being that it is college, there's going to be a lot of guys that make mistakes, but you kind of want to fill up the zone. It is a wood bat league, and let the batters get themselves out. You watch them hit BP, and they'll roll over balls that are 40 miles an hour, so they're going to do the same thing when it's 85.
And you have had experience with wood bat leagues last summer with the Socrates Stallions, as that one comes in, swinging strike 2, counts now 1-2 to Griffin. Now you're here with Sonoma. How has the experience been different going from, New York to California?
It's definitely been a big change. The cultures are a lot different. The guys here, they're a lot nicer, and it's a great family to be around.
The 1-2. Hit sharply into the glove of diving Duramalar. Throw across the infield.
Oh.
Gets him. What a play by Kays Duramalar. Stretched out to make the grab. Threw across his body to Keys to get the first out of the inning. I mean, Keller, it must be good to see your infielders making plays like that, even when you're not on the mound.
Yeah, I love to see it, and I love watching Kays play. I mean, I played with him for 2 years at the junior college, and he's got a lot of heart, and I love to see him play like that.
Just committed to Vanguard. That must be a pretty cool feeling. I mean, it happened to you as well, coming over from Santa Rosa to Colorado Pueblo. It must be pretty cool to see that your guy getting a 4-year college.
Yeah, it's amazing to see a brother like that get a chance to play at the next level. So
that one hit high into center. Johnston coming over, and he hauls it in for out number 2. Ryder Kelly goes down after just one pitch. Your obviously first summer with the Stompers. How's the coaching staff been playing under Zach Pace, the longtime manager?
I think he's filled with a lot of really good knowledge, and I love to pick his brain throughout the games. And the entire coaching staff, they're just fantastic guys, and they have a wealth of knowledge, and I'm just trying to be a sponge.
Mike Nunez, the pitching coach. One thing that kind of always stands out to me is just kind of his demeanor when he comes out onto, for mound visits. I've been told that he's a very calming guy. Is that true?
Yeah, Nooney's a very calming guy, and even if things aren't really going your way, he'll find a way to calm you down and get you back in the zone and get you back in the right headspace.
And that's kind of like the big thing with mound visits, right? Is there's different types of ones that kind of calm you down, ones that kind of maybe fire you back up. What exactly is going through your mind when the coach is coming out there to have a word with you on the mound?
It's kind of different depending on the coach and depending on your personality. Some guys like to get yelled at, some guys like to get coddled a little bit, and so the coaches figure it out, and you kind of just you kind of know what's coming, but it's kind of hard to describe what goes on out there on the mound.
The 1-1 to Duran comes home, called for ball 2. It's a big pitching staff here at Sonoma as well. How's it been bonding with the guys?
I think all the guys get along great. There's a lot of really fun personalities. There's a lot of fun games that go on, and they're all fantastic guys. Any
particular ones you want to shout out, or?
Alec Murray is a fantastic guy. Luke Zmolik, fantastic, and so is Tabor Fast. I think we all spend a fair amount of time together on the bus and play games, and they're just great guys to get along with.
Fast, the starter, went 2 1/3. Yeah, threw 2 strikeouts as well. The 3-1. Gold, strike 2. And then obviously, you have rotating catchers as well. There's 4 different guys that we've seen behind the dish. How has that been as a pitcher, kind of adjusting to a new guy catching for you each game?
Honestly, it's a pretty easy adjustment. They're all studs, and they're all very good at communicating on what you like and what you don't like. And yeah, I think they're just all fantastic guys, and we all work together towards a common goal and winning some games and end up winning the league if we can.
Trying to get back to 500. Nate Martin here with Keller Osborne, one of the pitchers for the Stompers this summer. Of course, go back to the 4-year commitments. We just saw Kays. You committed to Colorado Pueblo last summer, pitched a year there. And you're originally from Colorado. How has it been, being back home pitching for a local school?
It's fantastic. Just to be able to pitch in my hometown is amazing because, I always saw the guys wearing the jerseys, and I always wanted to be them growing up, and now I am the guy in the jersey, and I have a chance to give back to my community, and it's a fantastic feeling.
I imagine that's just such a great honor, as Alex Dickerson, who hit with a ball in the chest piece up and towards his mask, having a quick word with Angel Garcia. And to see that the home plate umpire is okay. Rinder on at the plate right now in a 3-2 count, 1 for 2 today with a double and a strikeout. And of course, giving back to the community is a big part of the things with the Stompers, the 4th of July parade coming up as well. You're looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. I do love that about Sonoma. It seems we're always playing the game for the people who have never been able to, or we're trying to spark the game and bring a new life and new joy to people who have never seen it before, and so I love it.
It's a unique environment, of course. A lot of the CCL North teams kind of like this, more subdued, laid back. It's a cool experience. Getting the experience at Arnold Field as Ken Blankenship gets out of the inning with a strikeout looking. 1-2-3 for the reliever. Thank you so much for joining me, Keller. We head to the top of the 5th. Stompers looking to come back in this one down by a run.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Four, 5, and 6 to the plate here in the top of the 5th, facing Kai Manick, who came into the top of the 4th as that first pitch hit right over and through the legs of Eric Altmark at short. Mike Jones, a lead-off reach. We'll see if that's ruled an error or a hit. I'd give that a hit. Rather, an error.
I think it was one of the easiest plays a shortstop could ever make. It was right through the wickets. Nothing's gone up on the scoreboard yet. I don't know how.
And that's why I was confident saying it a hit. Full-on nutmegged him, to use a little World Cup term, as Mateo Heredia takes that one away for a ball.
Mike Jones will take it, I guess. Wow.
Second hit of the summer. We'll see how it actually is scored on the CCL website. That was just how it's scored on the scoreboard. Could be different as the 2-0 misses. Mateo Heredia at the plate with Jones on first.
I think they've changed it to an E6.
That one hit right over to third, throw to second in time. Around the horn for the double play. 5, 4, 3. Mateo Heredia and Mike Jones both back to the dugout to bring up Connor Johnson with 2 down. And that, at the end of the day, probably is the correct call.
Yeah, that one was quite clearly an error.
Connor Johnston 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. First time facing Manick.
The issue is that he swung first pitch both times.
Will he hold up here? No, hits that one high and foul, out of play. The left field line. Swung first pitch again, but fouled it away. 0-1. Righty on lefty. Manick comes home. Taken low, ball 1.
Back on the out-of-town scoreboard, the two teams in action today above the Stompers did their job. Walnut Creek came back, beat San Francisco 11-6. San Luis Obispo shut out Santa Barbara 3-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. That makes the job pretty clear for Sonoma. You want to keep up with those teams.
Not a shutout. I saw 3-0 on one of the team's social media. CCL has it as a 3-1 final.
The 1-2. Bouncer right over to short. Altmark plays it off of one hop. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. The errors erased on a double play. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Kai Manick. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Legends lead by a run.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
The lights are on here at Baylands to no effect, as the clock is about to hit 8. 65 degrees, still sunny in Palo Alto. Ken Blankenship hoping for a similar inning as to his last here in the bottom of the 5th, facing Hogan, Lewis, and Altmark after a 1-2-3 fourth. Stompers trail by a run. Blankenship against the righty Hogan. And he comes home. First pitch fouled away, 0-1. Hogan 1 for 2 today, had RBI double back in the 3rd. A man on deck, Aaron Lewis, another RBI double himself back in that 3rd inning. It's the reason why Menlo leads by 1. Pitch high, ball 1. 6-5 your score. Stompers got 2 back in the 4th, but still trail by a run. Blankenship's 1-1. Gold, strike 2. The Stockton native committed to Benedictine out in Arizona. Fires the 1-2, fouled.
Stompers are right in this ball game. They're only down by a run. That big 5-run third inning, the difference. Blankenship just needs to put up a 0, get the bats back up there.
On a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th, allowed a run to cross back in the 3rd. Delivers the 1-2, misses low, ball 2, in and out of the glove of Garcia, but he kept it in front of him. Nobody on for Hogan. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Lewis on deck, Altmark scheduled to be the 3rd hitter. The 2-2. Hit sharply into right center, and it drops for a base hit in between Johnson and Sebastiani, scooped up by Johnson. Hogan happily stays at first for a leadoff single to start the bottom of the 5th.
Time to just roll up a double play here if you're the Stomper infield.
Haven't turned one today. Stompers saw a double play turned on them back in the top of the 5th.
Blankenship's already induced 4 ground ball outs.
First pitch low and goes all the way to the backstop. The double play ball effectively eliminated as Hogan takes second on a wild pitch. Wasn't even close either. Lewis, the righty, ahead of the righty Blankenship 1-0. 1 for 2 today with a double back in the 3rd. 1-run game. The Legends lead in the bottom of the 5th. Blankenship's 1-0. Foul back, 1-1. Stompers back home for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alameda, Walnut Creek, and Alameda. You can head to stompersbaseball.com to get your tickets. Got to get out of this one first. The 1-1 taken high, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner on second is Hogan. The pitch. Called high, ball 3. Hitters count now to Aaron Lewis. Got his first extra base hit of the year last time up. Gets the pitch low, ball 4. In the dirt, but Garcia kept it in front of him enough to keep Hogan at second. It's runners on first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Mike Nunez, the pitching coach, coming out on the mound, calling for Angel Garcia to have a word with Blankenship, and now the entire infield coming in as well. Heard from Keller Osmond in the bottom of the 4th. Mike Nunez is just such a calming presence. Always knows what to say to the pitcher.
Yeah, needs to have the infield too. Time to turn a double play. Blankenship struggling with the command a little bit here in this 5th inning. That walk to Hogan, and now Lewis already has that double. That's the worry, how to get him out. And Angel Garcia's job's a whole lot harder with the amount of bad misses we've seen this inning from Blankenship. But still an overall very strong outing from Blankenship and quietly having a really, really good summer.
Entering today, 5 2/3 innings pitched, only 1 run allowed, 4 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. He's been letting his defense making a lot of plays, inducing weak contact. There has been the issue, as I said, it's been the command. 5 walks entering today. Issued number 6 to Lewis, who's at first, Hogan at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th in a 1-run ball game. Legends hoping to add on to their lead. Eric Altmark to the plate here, hitting from the left-hand side. Against the righty Blankenship. The pitch. Misses ball one. That was a great pitch from Blankenship. The coaching staff liked it, but Alec Dickerson did not call it a ball. Or rather, it's Aaron Lewis at the plate. That one hit sharply into center field and towards Johnson. 1 run scores. The runner holds up at third. It's a knock to put runners on the corners for Menlo Park. Extends the lead 7-5. And now Zach Pace out of a dugout. That will be Ken Blankenship's day. New information on the new arm when we come back here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
The Menlo Park Legends have runners on the corners for the new man Alec Murray to get out of. He relieves Ken Blankenship after an inning and 2/3 from Blankenship. Murray, 6'6" righty from Fair Oaks, California, just finished his freshman season at Fordham. Fires high ball one to Eric Altmark. Aaron Lewis at first, Hogan at third. Duran was the run that crossed the plate to start the bottom of the fifth. Nobody out still for the Legends. Murray's 1-0, taking high ball two straight misses upstairs. Altmark 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts.
We saw Menlo Park send the runner in a first and third situation last time these two teams played. I wonder if they send Lewis from first, especially ahead in the count 2-0.
Takes his lead, does not go. Ball 3 high, 3 straight misses from Murray. Up and out of his zone. This is his 5th appearance of the summer. 9 1/3 innings. Entering today a 1.93 ERA with 12 strikeouts. Has not issued a walk. Delivers the 3-0 high ball forward. That one barely kept in the glove of Garcia. Kind of Odell Beckham caught it pretty much. And that loads up the bases. With nobody out for Ethan Mooser. That is Alec Murray's first pitch all summer. Only walked 9 in the spring with Fordham. The issue was the hits with the Rams. Gave up 29 and 18 in a third. He's facing the lefty Mooser. In a 2-run ball game, the Legends lead. Infield playing in. The pitch. Taking high ball 1. 5 straight misses for Sonoma pitching Murray. It's the corners of the infield playing in, rather. Middle of the infield at double play depth. Nobody out still. The pitch. Popped foul. 1-1. That's the first time Murray's come back in the count this evening.
Alec Murray has strikeout stuff. He's shown it a couple outings where he's really, really been on this year. And if he gets one, you hope he can find that groove. And the base loader, no one out. You really hope you can limit these damage.
Sun's starting to set to our right here at Baylands. 1-1, bases loaded to the lefty Mooser. Murray's pitch, taken high and away. Ball 2. Mooser a hit away from breaking open this ball game. With the bases loaded, nobody out. Gets the 2-1, hits that one high into shallow center. Sebastiani and Johnson coming in, and it drops into the Bermuda Triangle. Play over at second, gets away. 1 run crosses the plate. It's a single into nowhere land to make the score 8-5. Nobody out still, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, that's not going to go as an error, but there was a play at second base to be made by Nick Sebastiani. He took that pop-up that landed on 1 hop, and if he could have delivered an accurate throw into second base, there would have been a force out there. One of those weird plays where all the runners had to hold.
Nobody out still with the bases loaded. 2 runs already across the plate. The pitch dings him. Joaquin Stewart takes the hit by pitch. It's an RBI. The runners all advance. 9-5 is your score. Still in the bottom of the 5th here, approaching nearly 2 hours of game time at Baylands. Our last game here was wrapped up around 8:30, and it started on time. Runners on first, second, and third for Will Robbins. Nobody out still. Murray's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. That's got to feel good to see as the pitcher.
First time he's been ahead of a hitter. Now is 4th man he's faced.
Altmark was the first he faced. He's at third with a walk. Mooser at second with the single. Hit by pitch. Stewart at first as Robbins swings and misses. Counts 0-2. That puts an end to the day for Ken Blankenship. 1 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. The 0-2 hits Robbins right on the elbow. That adds another run and what seems like a never-ending 5th inning. Second hit by pitch in a row for Alec Murray. Keeps the bases loaded with nobody out. Mason Griffin now to the plate, and Mike Nunez out of a dugout to have a word with Alec Murray.
Just a disaster 5th inning. Single, walk, single, walk, single, and then back-to-back hit by pitches. That one really hurts because it's a guy that's 3 for 19 on the season, and you're also ahead 0-2. Things have gotten ugly.
Had an ugly 7th inning to put the game out of reach against Walnut Creek. Granted, this is a lot earlier, and it's against a team that you've had some good success against before. But it really is demoralizing.
And
still nobody out with the bases loaded.
you really have to just try and cut down the damage at every point from here on out. Give your team a chance. You still have the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. You have 12 outs to work with offensively to start chipping away at this lead.
And it's been a top of the order that's been hot. Tina Vassell with 2 hits. Hunter Carlson with 2 hits. Kays DeRummel, our 9-hole hitter who's scheduled to appear in the top of the 6th, has hit both times. Bastiani 1 for 2. They're still a ways away from hitting. With the bases loaded, nobody out. 10-5's the score. Menlo Park leads in the bottom of the 5th. Righty to lefty. Griffin takes that one low. Ball 1. Murray uncharacteristically struggling with his command here at Baylands.
First real blow-up outing we've seen from Murray, who'd been so reliable through his first 4 starts.
The 1-0. Popped foul out of play, 1-1. Ryder Kelly on deck. He would be the 9th batter of the inning. Murray, 6'6" on the mound against the lefty Griffin. Righty delivers. Taken outside, ball 2. Nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-1. Hopped foul. Down the third base line in foul territory. Tino Vassell, rather. Mateo Heredia makes the play for the first out of the inning. A foul pop out from the top of the order brings up Ryder Kelly with 1 down. It's now the righty Kelly coming in with the bases loaded, 1 out. 10-5's the score. First time facing Murray this evening. Murray comes home, taken high and in, ball 1. Kelly has reached twice today with a walk back in the 1st, a hit by pitch back in the 3rd, got caught looking back in the 4th. Gets the 1-0. Bounces that one foul, 1-1. Towards the third base dugout where the Stompers are housed.
Scotty Cato up in the bullpen. He's been throwing for a couple hitters now.
Murray hoping to get out of it with a ground ball. Runners at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The 1-1 with 1 out. Taken inside for a cold strike 2. That one just found the inner half of the plate. Murray delivers the 1-2 to Kelly. Taken low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. With the bases loaded, Mooser at 3rd, Stewart at 1st, Robbins at 1st. That one hit high and bounces into left field. Jones scoops it up. 1 run scores, another comes home too. The inning continues for Menlo Park. It's now 12-5 in the bottom of the 5th. Ryder Kelly gets his first hit of the game to bring up Ryan Duran, who started this 5th inning. Now Zach Pace is out of a dugout. That is going to be Alec Murray's day. New arm into the game for Menlo Park, Scotty Cato. We'll get some more information on him when we come back.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Things starting to get ugly for Sonoma. 12-5 is the score. 6 runs have come across the plate so far in this bottom of the 5th inning. Scotty Cato comes in for Alec Murray after Murray just went 1/3. 2 hits, walked a batter, and hit 2. Cato faces Ryan Duran, who started this inning. For runners on first and second, comes home, first pitch, high and in, and that dings Duran. Loads up the bases on the hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Legends, first baseman, number 20.
Oliver Hogan now up for the 4th time today. Walked back earlier in this 5th, his 2nd time up in the inning. Hits that one foul, 0-1. Really chased on a pitch low and out of his zone.
Yeah, Cato just needs to come in here and induce a ground ball.
5'10" righty from Aliso Viejo, California, down in Orange County. Plays his collegiate ball most recently with the CSU with Monterey Bay. 0-1. Hit sharply and through the left side of the infield. 1 run scores. Steph Valdez waves home another. 14-5. The onslaught rolls on for Menlo Park. Things starting to really get bad for Sonoma.
Yeah, that's a well-executed pitch from Cato. That's a very weak line drive. It 1 hop past Romler, was shaded up the middle for 2. Not hard contact at all by Cato. Was really cut down on the hard contact his last 3-4 times out.
Gave up a run last time he faced Menlo Park, but also struck out a batter. Gets ahead there, rather misses ball 1. 14-5. Stompers down by 9 runs, and it's only the bottom of the 5th. The 1-0 fouled into the glove of Garcia, 1-1. And it's a day where, you know, and the pitching, I think the Stompers have been really solid. 5 runs through 5 innings on 7 hits, no errors. It's been clean from Sonoma in 2 of the 3 aspects. It's just the one aspect that hasn't. It's been really missing as Cato gets back in the zone there, 1-2. 5th appearance of the summer. He's given up 6 runs and 9 hits, walked a batter and 2 strikeouts. Attacks the zone, and he's ahead of a count 1-2 with 2 on, 1 out. The pitch popped foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. I mean, at this point, do you even want to do the hockey style substitution if you're Nick Sanzeri?
I think at this point, maybe both teams do a hockey style substitution. 9-run game.
1-2, 1 down. The righty Cato comes home to the lefty Lewis. That one hit sharply and through the middle of the infield, past Romler and Vassell. It's the bases loaded once again for Menlo Park after the single from Aaron Lewis.
That one was hit Hard, first hard hit baseball he's allowed all day.
Eric Altmark to the plate. He has the bases loaded, just like he did the last time he came up back in the fifth inning still. The 1-2. Rather, the first pitch hit over to second, flip over, out at second, play over at first. Does not come. Dromelar did not fire it over. It's a 4-6 fielder's choice. A run scores 15-5 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Ethan Mooser now up. He singled back earlier in the inning. 2 for 3 today with a triple back in the 3rd. Hitting from the left-hand side against the righty Kato. Pitch hit high into shallow center. Dromelar and Johnson chasing in and out of a glove of Dromelar. 1 run scores. Throw finally comes in. 16-5. I'm at a loss for words, Karen.
Blink, and this inning has turned into a 10-run frame for Menlo Park.
I am at a loss for words. Altmark at third. Mooser over at first after the single. Joaquin Stewart up for the 2nd time this inning. He's the 15th batter of the inning. 2 outs, though. That one taken low. Ball 1. The 1-0. Gold, strike 1.
Still just the 5th inning.
Still just the 5th inning. Past the 2-hour mark now here at Baylands. Game started at 6:23, scheduled to start at 6. The 1-1. Taken, called strike 2. Kato a strike away from getting out of the inning. Runners on the corners, 2 down. 10 runs already across the plate. The pitch misses away, ball 2. Check, swing appeal, unsuccessful. Stewart steps back into the batter's box in a 2-2 count. The pitch. Bouncer foul on the 3rd base line. We'll do the 2-2 again. Stewart hoping to keep this inning going. He's the 15th batter up. Well, Robbins on deck. Both of them got hit by pitch their first time up in the 5th. The 2-2. Runner takes off from first. Throw does not come. Not needed. Strike 3 looking to end the inning finally. 10 runs the Legends put up in the bottom of the 5th. Stompers have a lot of work to do in the top of the 6th. We'll be back very shortly on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Kai Manick, the pitcher, the only one still in from the 5th inning for Menlo Park. They've completed their hockey-style substitution after putting up 10 runs in the bottom of the 5th. It's now the top of the 6th. Angel Garcia, Ben Sebastiani, and Kays Doromalar to the plate. Manick's pitch to Garcia, taken low and away, ball 1. From left to right in the outfield, Wagner, Medina, and Ovalle into the game. From third to first, Aikawa, Warner, Fendel, and Levitt McGee. Ethan Jackson, the new catcher, gets the 1-0 called, strike 1. I mean, Kieran, after that 5th inning, what do you have to do as the lineup? Just chip away as much as you can?
Got 12 outs to work with. Just sort of start getting a couple back.
1-1 called, strike 2. Garcia frustrated with that one. Home plate umpire Alex Dickerson said it found the corner. The 1-2. Hit foul down the right field line. Garcia tried to send it the other way. And that would have been a pretty nifty ball if it could have stayed fair. Instead, he'll have to step back into the batter's box. 1-2's the count. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Stompers trail by 11. Manick's 1-2. Taken low, ball 2. Ben Sebastiani on deck, pitch hitting for his cousin Nick. Kays Doromalar still expected to hit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Garcia facing the righty. Manick hits that one sharply over the head of the third baseman. And digging for second is Angel Garcia. It's a leadoff knock. The throw does not come. It's a stand-up double to start the top of the 6th. Just what the doctor ordered for Sonoma. Steps the pinch hitter, Ben Sebastiani, with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Stompers trail 16-5 in the top of the 6th. Kays Doromalar on deck. Another pinch hitter, Anthony Schempler, scheduled to go after him. Sebastiani digging in from the right-hand side against the righty Manick, who looks back at second and comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
They go cousin for cousin here. Ben comes in to pinch hit for Nick. Stompers still reeling after a 10-run bottom of the 5th they just allowed.
And Sebastiani still searching for his first hit of the summer in CCL play. Hit a home run in non-league play against the Petaluma Leghorns a few weeks back. Gets the 0-1, taken low, ball 1.
Yeah, Ben was really good in out of CCL action, 4 for 8. It included that home run.
It was really solid at the College of Marin this past spring. Led the Mariners in average with 341. OPS of 930 with 5 home runs, some good pop. Takes it low, ball 3. Now a hitter's count to the righty Sebastiani. Beautiful sunset to our right. Right on the water here at Baylands. Kind of the marshes, the wetlands, if you will, of the San Francisco Bay. Hitter's count taken low and away. I guess that was ball 3. Got ahead of myself there. Now it's a hitter's count to Sebastiani. Garcia over at second. Doromalar on deck. The pitch. Bouncer over to third. Scooped up by Aikawa. Throw over to first. Low, but in time. Levitt McGee had to squat down to scoop it up. But the out is in. 5-3 in the books. Brings up Kays DeRomular with 1 down, 1 in scoring position. Stompers trail by 11 in the top of the 6th. Thank you so much for sticking with us here in Palo Alto. Anthony Shepler, another pinch hitter on deck. The pitch. Blown away to DeRomular. 2 for 2 today, been a bright spot for Sonoma.
Also made that really, really nice play at shortstop. Full extension dive to the 6 hole and then got up and threw out the runner.
Keller Osmond loved it, as did we all. The pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, says Kate Hart, the first base umpire. Andrew Bergstrom over at third. 1-1's the count. DeRomular hoping to match his hit total on the season today, 2 for 2. Enter today, 3 for 21. Takes it low. Counts 2-1. Both times DeRomular has gotten on, he's scored a run. Stompers hoping to kickstart something here, down by 11. We've seen this team put up 7 runs in an inning on the road against San Francisco. Anything is possible. The 2-1 bounced over to short. Werner throws across the infield on the hop, but DeRomular beats it out. An infield single for Kays, his 3rd hit of the day, matches his season total to bring up the top of the order. Anthony Shepler, the pinch hitter. It's Tyler O'Toole, rather, at short. Too many substitutions to keep track of. Misael Uripero on deck, with Ryland Heckman scheduled to go as well as a pinch hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Shepler.
Yeah, Shep, one of the guys that goes with the no batting gloves. One of the rare guys in baseball to not wear batting gloves.
You gotta like the old school approach. If it works, it will be fantastic for Sonoma, who trails by 11. The 0-1 taken inside and low, ball 1.
Time to chip away. Let's say the Stompers get, implying they give up no runs. The Stompers get 3 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. They're down by 5 with 2 innings left. A lot easier said than done.
Certainly is when you're still down by 11. No runs across the plate here. In the top of the 6th, 1 down with 2 on. The 1-1 to Shepler. Hit sharply down the right field line, and it stays fair. Dave Hoke waving home the runner. Garcia scores, Sebastiani coming home too. It's a double for Shepler. The play at home, not in time. DeRomular avoids the tag. Stand-up double for Anthony Shepler. His first extra base hit of the year, only the 2nd on the season. Misael Uripero now in for Tino Vassell. Was supposed to have the off day today. Uripero 0 for 2 with a walk yesterday. Was a triple shy of the cycle on Sunday against the Merchants. 16-7 is the score here in the top of the 6th. Shepler at 2nd. Uripero at the plate. Manick giving up some hard pieces of contact here.
Start chipping away. Keep chipping away.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Uripero way ahead there. Heckman on deck. And then Mike Jones One of the few guys who's not been pitch hit for in this inning, scheduled to go after. Look back over at second where Shepler stands. That one hit high to center. Medina tracking back, and he hauls it in right at the wall. Shepler holds up at third. A great throw from Medina. It's a good thing Dave Hoke didn't test the arm and kept Shepler there at second. A loud out two right at the warning track to bring up the new designated hitter, Ryland Heckman.
What was hit hard by Europero? Pretty much dead center right in front of that 385 sign. Nice play by Medina.
Been working on his power. Could have nearly left the yard there, but it's a deep 385. Ready on lefty, Manick to Heckman. First pitch, taken for strike one. Shepler over there at second. Scored 2 on an RBI double. Back pick over at second, and it gets away into the outfield. Shepler digging for third. Medina's throw is in there, but not in time. Shepler is a wild pitch away from scoring.
Just an E1 throwing error.
No one was really covering second, but Manick still through. 0-1, nothing in one here too. Heckman, hoping to drive home a run, takes it away for a ball. Mike Jones on deck. Stompers down by 9. Check swing from Heckman, and he went around. 1-2's the count. Manick strike away from getting out of things. The pitch. Bouncer towards first. Levitt McGee fields it, flip over, and gets the out. 3-1 in the books to end the 6th. But not before 3 hits and 2 runs come across the plate, as well as an error. 1 left on for Sonoma. Starting to chip away. Can they complete a 11-run comeback? Well, you have to find out with Kieran Costa taking you home on play-by-play. Hope you haven't had enough of me. Back with you for the bottom of the 6th. Nate Martin with Kieran Costa. You still happy for another half inning of play-by-play as the Stompers only down by 9. Got 2 runs back in that 6th. Now you have to put up a 0. Scotty Cato tasked with that. Facing Jackson, Medina, and Fendel. Ethan Jackson entering today 5 for 18. 2 of those hits have been for home runs. Gets the pitch from Cato, low, and in the dirt, ball 1. Righty on righty. Cato with a clean slate. Got the final 2 outs of the 6th. The 1-0 fouled back, 1-1. As we'll close the book on Alec Murray, who went just 1/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 hit by pitches, no strikeouts, allowed 5 runs. All of them earned. Cato agrees on the sign with Garcia. The 1-1. Hit over to third. Heredia throws across the diamond over to Shepler in time for out number 1. We'll get you some defensive changes here for Sonoma. Europero, pinch hitter, staying in for Vassell at second. Shepler, who pinch hit for Keys, the first baseman, now at first. Ben Sebastiani in right for his cousin Nick. Strike 1 called on the new center fielder, Jordan Medina. Made a really nice throw out in center that kept Shepler over at second to start the inning. His first time up today and first time facing Stompers pitching. It's the pitch, fouled it back. 0-2. Cato ahead of a count here. 0-2. Crouches low, stares, and the batter gets the sign from Garcia. And fires. Bounced foul towards Stompers' dugout down third base. We'll do the 0-2 again. Medina, limited action so far with Menlo. Just got here. 2 for 8 entering today with 3 walks and a strikeout. Both hits were singles. Nice job flashing the glove out in center where he plays his defensive substitution. Plays his college ball at Ohlone, originally from Union City. Had 200 at-bats with College of Ohlone. Hit .385. Impressive numbers from the lefty. He swings and misses at that one. Strike 3. Cato gets his second punch out of the night. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Isaac Fendel up. Two down in the inning. Lights in full effect here. Night sky and the moon starting to creep in. Full moon out and left. Beautiful night here on the peninsula. The pitch. Cato forces Fendel to foul it back. 0-1.
This would be a strong bounce back inning here from Cato.
Saw his offense put up 2 runs in the top half of the 6th. A 1-2-3 inning would be ideal in a game that the Stompers trail by 9. The pitch. Called. Strike 2. Cato a strike away from a clean inning. Would be a much-needed one for all involved. The 2-strike offering. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. Kate Hart said that Fendel held up. His swing counts now 1-2. Just give it at that point. Give it at that point.
I actually did. I'm behind the play. I have no idea whether or not he went around. But we've been playing for
2.5 hours on the nose.
The 1-2. High, ball 2. Stompers will be down to their final 9 outs at the top of the 7th.
Yeah, 9 outs, 3 runs an inning. We're tied.
Then anything could happen. The 2-2. High, ball 3. Fendell back in the count with Ethan Fillinger.
Yeah, caught a break. Said he didn't go around, and just like that, he's worked it to a full count of 3-2.
And I'm confident in saying I don't think it'll be Ethan Fillinger. We saw Fillinger pitch.
It's Duran still out in the on-deck circle.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. You won't see him. Kato with a clean 1-2-3 inning to get out of a 6. We head to the 7th inning. Legends lead by 9. Kieran Costa will take you home on play-by-play.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
We play into the 7th inning at Baylands Park, 16-7. Your score, Kieran Costa alongside Nate Martin. Kai Manick remains in the ballgame. He has Mike Jones, Mateo Heredia, and Connor Johnston, unless Zach Pace dips back into his bench. We've seen 4 pinch hitters thus far for Sonoma. Manick delivers, and Jones fouls it back. Like 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out looking in the first. Popped up to the third baseman at the time, Stewart, in foul ground into third. He reached on an E6 in the 5th. He hits this one hard, but foul down the third base line.
Off the ankle of Dave Hoke.
Nice play by Dave Hoke.
Gives some energy to a dugout that maybe can feel it start, and it's still in this game.
Crooked number, then you can talk. Jones strikes out swinging. 4th time he struck out this year. Newly joined the Stompers, and that is just the first strikeout for Kai Manick. That brings up Mateo Heredia, 0 for 3, a strikeout, a ground ball back to the pitcher, and he also bounced into a 5-4-3 double play. Takes a called strike 1, fastball at the knees. You would assume the zone from Alex Dickerson opens up just a little bit with the scoreline reading as this one does. That's a called strike as well. Really opening it up down at the bottom there. Those two from this angle at least looked below the knees. 7th inning of play, 17-6 your score. 0-2 to Heredia. Just gets a piece and stays alive. Right on right, Manick to Heredia. Struck him out swinging, back-to-back punch-outs for Manick, who's now gone 3 innings worth of outs.
I mean, when we saw Manick against the Stompers last time around, it was the strikeout stuff that allowed him to go 116 pitches, 10 on the day from Manick.
His first pitch to Johnston is taken outside. That's the first time Connor Johnston's taken a first pitch today. Aggressive early in the count for the Stompers center fielder batting from the left side. Manick delivers his 36th pitch of today's outing to Johnston, and it's upstairs 2-0.
Still 80 pitches away from matching
exactly
his first start against Sonoma.
Johnston, a ground ball to second, a ground ball to first, and a ground ball to short. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Manick's delivery through the heart, 2-1.
I'm sure Sonoma wouldn't mind forcing 80 more pitches out of Kai Manick.
Long way to go till the Stompers can think about being back in this bowl game. They trail by 9. Johnston fouls it back a little bit late, 2-2. We'll set the defense one last time for you. As Nick Sanzeri has done this year, it's a full 9-for-9 substitution. Wagner, Medina, Ovalle left to right, and Aikawa, O'Toole, Fendel, and Levitt McGee third to first. As Manick, the pitcher, delivers to new catcher Jackson. It misses. The count is full. Payoff pitch to Connor Johnston. Ball 4. That's just the second time all year that Connor Johnston's drawn a walk, and he's aboard with 2 outs in the 7th.
Not a bad time to do it. I mean, that's what happens when you be patient in at-bats and not swing at the first thing you see.
Stompers got to get him on, get him over, and get him in here. Garcia digs in from the right side. He doubled off Manick in the 6th. Here he takes low. Ben Sebastiani on deck. He'll get his 2nd at bat if this inning can continue, and it does not. Tyler O'Toole takes a hit away from Angel Garcia on a hard line drive to shortstop. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, a man left. Time to stretch here in Menlo Park. The score is 16-7 Legends.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Micah Marquez comes on in relief. He will pitch, beg your pardon. He comes in to replace Scotty Cotto, who went an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He struck out 3 and he hit a batter. He gives way to Marquez. a right-handed pitcher who works against Ryan Duran, who is the only player to stay in the game from the original lineup, it seems. Marquez committed to the Jamestown University Jimmies as of today. And Duran's first pitch he sees has popped up on the infield. It's the third baseman, Heredia, who makes the call and the catch. Nice job there by Marquez, who started at St. Helena High School, went to Jessup University, and then College of Marin. And now, just announced today, he's out of the portal. The lefty Levitt McGee comes on. He already came on as a defensive replacement. Now he gets his first at bat, and he hits this one a ton to right. Ben Sebastiani goes out towards right center. The two come together, and the ball is caught out in the right center field alley. I honestly, from our vantage point, could not tell who caught that baseball. Marquez has recorded 2 very quick outs. Jimmy Baseball. University of Jamestown Jimmies is where Micah Marquez will play his college ball in the future, his third college or university, and he delivers a strike to Barclay Ovalle. Ovalle, a right-handed hitter. He bounces this one back up the middle. Ayala, the shortstop, gloves and throws in one motion. Nice play by Ayala. Easy breezy. 1-2-3 for Marquez. We head to inning number 8 here at Baylands Park, 16-7.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later. We play on into the 8th. Ben Sebastiani and then Kays DeRommel are spot, but Bryson Ayala has come out on deck to hit for Kays, who couldn't really have ended his day much better than he did. Announced his commitment to Vanguard and then had 3 singles in a web jet. Sebastiani swings first pitch, hits it, snared by the third baseman. The long throw across the diamond is way high. It's still rolling out into the bullpen. Heading to second base is Sebastiani. Let's wait on this ruling.
I think they put up a 1 on the score on the errors column for Menlo Park that was not already there incorrectly. There should already be 1 there.
It would be their 3rd error of the game if it's charged to them. And I am interested to see how Ben Sebastiani gets to second base.
I mean, that was a rocket. That was a rocket, and fair play to Aikawa. Great play, but
the problem is a true throw would have got him. Yeah. Ayala swings first pitch and pops it up. First base side. Levitt McGee going over and makes the catch, and never-ending foul ground. So Ayala sees just one pitch. Still no official ruling just yet. And now Anthony Shepler will come up. He picked up his first extra base hit of the year with a double. And Ben Sebastiani's been awarded a single, the first hit of CCL action for Ben. Got to second on the E5, so that is the third error. And Shepler takes ball one. Shep picked up a couple RBI in the sixth. Pulled a double down the right field line. He fouls this one back 1-1.
Good to see Ben get his first hit of the summer.
Gotta be happy for Sebastiani, who was hitting the ball so well at the College of Marin, so well in non-CCL action, and had struggled a little bit here to open up the CCL campaign, but that's B. Seb's first knock of 2026 in the book. That one's hit towards second. Fendel throws him out at first. A productive out for Shepler. He moves the runner, Sebastiani, to third. And now Misael Europero gets to hit again.
Misa hit a ball really deep to center. If he can clear the fence, we've seen the Stompers put up 7 runs in a 9th inning before.
That we have. 9 runs. A little bit tougher to chase down. Thanks for sticking with us. Europero swings at the first pitch and misses, 0-1.
And a less hitter-friendly ballpark against Manic, who's been really solid against Sonoma all year and tonight as well.
The pitch to Europero is bounced to second. Fendel charges, knocks it down, recovers, flips to first just in time. The inning is over. For the Stompers, no runs on 1 hit, 1 legend error, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The score is still 16-7.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Tyler O'Toole, Fresno City College, will get his first look as a hitter. He's already made one ridiculously nice play at shortstop, a leaping grab to take a hit away from Angel Garcia. Marquez worked in very easy 1-2-3 inning on just 4 pitches. O'Toole takes high 1-0. That was in the 7th. We play now into the 8th. 17-6 your score in favor of Menlo Park. That in reference to a 5-run 3rd inning and a 10-run 5th inning. It's the second time here that we've seen an inning really get away from the Stompers over the past 2 games. This one's line fell back to the screen. Yesterday's 7th inning, the Stompers allowed 6 runs. In today's 3rd inning, they gave up 5 runs. And then in the 5th inning today, Sonoma gave up 10 runs on 7 hits without committing an error. O'Toole awaits a 1-1 pitch. Two-way guy. He's hitting right now in the righty batter's box. He's also a shortstop. The pitch is popped up on the infield. Marquez is going to get called off by the 3rd baseman, Heredia. Good communication from the Stomper infield. P5 for O'Toole. 4 up, 4 down for Micah Marquez.
Now batting for the Legends. Left fielder number 6, Paul Wagner.
Brings up Paul Wagner and then Michael Aikawa. Sort of a different loss to yesterday's, Nate. Last night it was that inning was derailed by errors. Today it was really just a lot of death by 1,000 cuts singles. Swing and a miss here by Wagner.
Yeah, and as I was kind of saying earlier, like the defense has been really solid today for Sonoma. The bats have been some of the best we've seen in a bit as well. It's just you need there's 3 parts of the game: the hitting, the defense, and the pitching, and one of them wasn't on.
Fastball called strike 0-2. To recap that 5th inning, it went single walk, single hit by pitch, pop-up, single, hit by pitch, single, fielder's choice, single, strikeout. The Stompers used 3 different pitchers to escape that 5th. 1-1 from Marquez, swing and a miss. Micah now the 5th pitcher to throw for Sonoma.
If you had this hitting and defense last night, that's a win. If you had the pitching like you did today, like if you had the pitching like you did yesterday, like you do today, this is probably a lot closer of a game.
Wagner going down, swinging is the first strikeout for Marquez. He's retired all 5. And since that 10-run inning, including the final out, it's been 9 up and 9 down from Cotto and Marquez. Micah pours it in there for strike number 1. Marquez, a guy that had success for Sonoma last year. He had 12 straight scoreless innings to start the campaign, and he also didn't allow a run in 7 of his 9 outings. He did allow a run in his first outing this year, but has a chance to get out of this one without a run. He misses low, 1-1. For the Stompers in the 9th, needing a massive comeback, it'll be Rylan Heckman and then Mike Jones and Mateo Heredia's spots. We'll see if Zach Pace dips back into the bench. 1-1. Fastball, cold strike, top of the zone. Garcia's been back behind the plate this entire day, including 2 real crooked numbers. 1-2 pitch with 2 outs from Marquez. Just high. Looked like Alex Dickerson rocked back for a second to ring him up and then just sat back in his haunches without a call. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty here in the home half of the 8th. Aikawa awaits a 2-2. Ducks out of the way of a pitch that almost came back to find the corner of the count's run full, and Marquez in danger of allowing his first base runner. And that would send up Ethan Jackson. And Nate, it was pretty much a full 9-for-9 substitution from Nick Sanzeri. The first line put up 10 runs. The second line's gone down 8 up, 8 down. 9 up, 9 down. Micah Marquez, back-to-back strikeouts to end the 8th. Last looks for the Stompers. They trail it by 9.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Last looks here at Baylands Park in Palo Alto, California. The Legends and the Stompers meeting here for the 6th time this season. Barring a miraculous comeback, the Legends will take a 4-2 advantage in the season series, and maybe Stomper coaching staff will like this. They don't play Menlo Park again until July the 22nd, almost a full month off between meetings between the teams, and Heckman for his second trip takes low.
You're hoping that Sonoma can find some more consistent form in that month, because
Ryland lines this one hard straight into the glove of the second baseman. And that sort of seems how today has gone. Stompers hitting hard hit balls there, finding gloves, and on the other side, every ground ball off a Menlo Park bat seems to have eyes and has found a hole. 1 out in the 9th.
On paper, you know, the Stompers shouldn't be losing the season series 4-2. You know, but the game isn't played on paper.
This one's hit into left field. Again, we're waiting for an official ruling there. That just one hop past the shortstop. They're going to save Tyler O'Toole. The error single for Mike Jones, his second hit as a Stomper. And now Mateo Heredia digs in from the right side, and he's going to take ball 1.
But as I was saying, I mean, Stompers only lost 1 time to these Legends last summer. That one fouled back. Counts 0-2.
Heredia on the day, a couple of strikeouts, a ground ball to the pitcher, and a double play.
Excuse me, 0-1.
The 1-1 pitch comes to Mateo Heredia. Called strike at the knees, 1-2. Braga, Menjivar, Fillinger, and now Manick. Heredia hits this ball hard to deep right center field. Medina chasing back, still back, and it's off the wall and rolling around out there. Heredia around second. He's going to head towards third and slide in there with a triple. The throw gets away. He's going to come towards the plate. He's going to dive. He's out. It's an RBI triple for Mateo Heredia, and then that out is recorded. 8, 6, 5, 7, 2.
8, 6, 5.
You have that. The ball was picked up in center field. It was a double cut throw, shortstop to third baseman. That's 8-6-5. It was backed up by the third baseman for the left fielder. This one's bounced up the middle. Connor Johnson beats it out for a single. 8-6-5-7-2. Heredia out at the plate after a triple.
I'm doing the math in my head, Kieran. It adds up.
I think I got that one.
I think you did get it down perfectly.
I don't know how they scored that one, honestly. That's a single for Connor Johnston here. It's now 16-8.
The lineup's been great today, Kieran. They've done their job.
Angel Garcia takes a ball top of the zone. Kays DeRomler, a nice little 3-hit day. Hunter Carlson, a couple of doubles. Angel Garcia, a double of his own.
Tina Vassell, 2-hit day, including a triple. Heredia with a triple.
Garcia takes a called strike. Ben Sebastiani, first hit in league play. Anthony Shepler, first extra base hit of league play. The problem is the score is 16-8.
I'm really curious. This might be some of the most extra base hits we've seen in a game all CCL summer for Sonoma.
The pitch is a foul ball caught for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. Stompers down to their final strike. Garcia takes a pick back to first. Johnson safe.
6 extra base hits in a game. Sonoma, a lot of their damage has been done through, singles and walks and wild pitches. Or the long ball. I mean, it's not often you see the Stompers stack up multiple triples in a game. Is that one hit?
I think that hit Garcia.
Inning continues.
Now Ben Sebastiani will get another chance with first and second, 2 outs. Stompers down 16-8 in the 9th. This one's fouled back. Sebastiani awaits the 0-1 pitch from Manick. Swing and a miss. Man hits this one to center field, could do it. Medina has a look and holds it in. The ball game is over. That's going to wrap up our coverage here from Baylands Park in Palo Alto. An ugly one ends by the score of 16-8 with no bottom of the 9th inning. Let me get you your totals really quick. 8-13 and 0 loses to 16-12 and 3. The losing pitcher is Tabor Fast. He drops to 0-1. Diego Menjivar the win. He's 1-2. Kai Manick gets the save, going 5 1/3 innings out of a bullpen. Magnificent stuff from Kai Manick. That's going to do it. We're back on the air tomorrow at 5:45, a 6 o'clock first pitch between the Crawdads and the Stompers. Thanks for joining us from Baylands. 16-8, the Stompers lose. For Nate Martin and everyone else that helps make this broadcast run, I'm Kieran Costa saying good night from Palo Alto.